at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
By the Bears.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Trubisky to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. He wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Bears.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Detroit pride on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now it's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Makes the score.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Panthers nothing.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Only only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
In on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's now
one of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They go play action with Trubisky. And Gibbs got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Gain of 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, Bridgewater. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going up top for Miller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air again with Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Trubisky's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Bears 11. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. You go tight.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
In on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike, check, 59.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but